If our knees ache, our hips feel tight, or our lower back keeps grumbling, there's a good chance the problem actually starts at your ankles. We go for a walk and our knees complain. We try squats and our hips feel blocked. Our back flares up after standing for too long. We stretch the sore bits, but they tighten straight back up. It's frustrating, especially when nobody has mentioned the ankles once. In this video, we're going to unpack how stiff ankles quietly overload the knees, hips, and back, and how a few simple changes at the ground level can ease the pressure higher up. After years of helping people with stubborn hip, knee, and lower back issues, we've lost count of the number of times the real breakthrough came from improving what goes on at the ankle and not hammering the painful areas. Let's see if any of this sounds familiar. You might have noticed one foot feels like it's slapping the ground more than the other, or our heels pop up earlier when we're trying to do a squat. Going downhill or downstairs feels harder than it should. We avoid a deep lunge or taking steps because we know the front knee feels dodgy. Our calves feel like bricks after walking or running. And up the chain, knees feel niggly or swollen after activity. Hips feel tight and blocked, especially after sitting. Our lower back joins in after long days on our feet. We quite naturally focus on the areas that hurt, the knees, the hips, the back, but very few of us stop and ask, what's happening where my body meets the floor? That's where the ankles live, and the feet, and it is far more influence than we gave it credit for. Every step we take is a conversation between the ground and the rest of our body. The ankle is the translator. When the ankle moves well, it bends, it absorbs, and it passes up smoothly. When it stiffens, the force has gone somewhere else. So what happens if the ankle doesn't want to bend? Well, the knee may twist, it may drift inwards, it may even drift outwards, and it will find a new motion that the ankle can't give it. The hip may grab and tighten and keep us to feel stable. The pelvis might hitch on one side to allow for a bit more movement. The lower back might start doing more stability work than it was ever designed for. And over time, that looks like my knees always hate hills and stairs. My hips feel like concrete every evening. My back randomly flares up when I'm on my feet a lot. None of this means you're broken. It simply means the body is working around a stuck link in the chain. And most of the time, that stuck link is the ankle. The good news is we don't need to attack the ankle with aggressive stretching or fancy mobility drills. What helps the most is gently reminding it how to do the basics again, so the rest of the body can relax. We'll talk about principles, not exact exercises, so we can stay flexible with how we apply them. Number 1, bend the ankle forwards and backwards. When we walk, climb, squat, lean forward, the ankle should comfortably allow the shin bone to travel over the foot. If it doesn't, everything above has to make up for the difference. So we need to explore slow and controlled movements such as rocking forwards and backwards so the shin gently moves over the foot, backing off before we feel a big pull or pinch. Again, we're not here to force. We're just helping the ankle to remember that it's allowed to bend again. Number 2, bring back a side-to-side movement, or what we call a frontal plane. Most of us live straight ahead. We walk, we sit, we stand, we drive. We all get in that narrow lane, but our ankles are designed to deal with side-to-side shifts. So let's start by thinking weight moving slightly towards the big toe side and then slightly moving towards the little toe side. When it doesn't, the knees and the hips often twist and tighten to keep us balanced. So we need to reintroduce gentle side-to-side shifts, pressure across the foot, keeping things small and comfortable. The aim isn't to wobble or roll the ankle, it's to let the foot and ankle share the side-to-side work that the knee and the hips have been quietly doing. Number 3, add a hint of rotation. This is almost the part that everybody skips. The ankle isn't just a hinge, it also offers a small amount of natural rotation through the lower foot and the lower part of the leg. It helps us turn. helps us change direction, and it allows us to adapt to different surfaces that we might be on. When that rotation disappears, the hips and the lower back pick up the slack. So we need to gently explore tiny spiral movements through the lower leg, as if the shin is turning just a fraction one way and then the other. Again, nothing needs to be forced, just giving it permission to move. And then number 4, we need to put it all together so it looks like a real life movement and a real life ankle once again. So a little bend, a little side shift, a little rotation gently. We want them all to link together to a way that moves much more naturally. And that might look like a small step forwards and back, a short walk, a relaxed change of direction. The details, they don't have to be perfect. The most important part is the ankle is no longer a rigid block at the end of your leg. It's doing its fair share of movement. When the ankle warms up again, a few things tend to happen. The knees don't have to twist as much to find the range. The hips don't need to tighten so aggressively, and the pelvis and lower back can relax because they're not holding everything together. Walking, sitting, basic movements will feel smoother and less eventful. Inside out-of-the-box rehab, this is a big part of why people often say, my knees feel more comfortable and we've barely touched them. My hips aren't fighting as much when I walk. My back doesn't flare up after days on my feet anymore. Because we're not chasing the painful areas, we're improving the way the whole system works from the ground up. If our knees, hips or back have been complaining for months or years, and nobody's really looked at how the ankle is behaving, that's exactly the kind of puzzle we work through inside out-of-the-box rehab. We use simple assessments, short weekly lessons, and calm, structured movements to help the body share the load more evenly. If you'd like to explore that with us, the link is below. Stiff ankles don't shout as loudly as sore knees or tight hips, but they quietly shape how the whole body feels. When we free things up at the ankle, we're not just helping a joint, we're helping the rest of the body have a chance to stop overworking. And if you want to dive into a little bit more of what might not be working in your body, this video is for you.